Welcome, guys, to today's section. Today, I'm not going to discuss AFM. I'm not going to teach AFM. I'm not going to upload questions. Today, the topic is different. This is recommended by a student, right? So, this is for her I made, and also for all of you. That's why I'm uploading this one on YouTube so that everyone else can benefit. Report, right? You have read the title, so you know what is the video about. So, I'm going to talk about reports today. Reports, not in general terms, with reports specific for AFM only, because in AFM we have to write a report. We should know how to write a report. What is the format of report, the layout of report, how should you start the report, how should you conclude the report, what should you exactly write on that report, all these things, all these questions. So I thought of making this video today. And I also, before I proceed with it, I want to mention that I have also uploaded a video on SBL, right? Tools to pass SBL. In that video I have uploaded about reports, so that also you can check. I have given the format and layout. I have taken exactly from there. I have copy pasted it with some additional things included only for AFM. So what is report? This video is not going to be a lengthy one, so it's a very short video. Okay. So report. Report is asked in section A of AFM for 50 marks. Mind you, you have to know how to make a report, because that professional 4 marks which you are going to get in AFM comes in section A, and section A is the place where you have to make a report. Your section B, where you have 2 questions of 25 marks, you don't have to worry about any layout or any report writing, because only in section A, which is for 50 marks, you are asked to write a report. Okay, your professional marks are counted based on how you write a report. So it's very important that you know. Next, often required when an overall recommendation. So report is asked from you when you have to make some recommendation or advice or some analysis. Okay, then report should have a very clear and well defined structure. It should not be in any order. It should follow an order. Then tone, the tone which you are writing, the way you are writing the report, the tone you are using, it's very important. Even for SBL, even for any other SCCA paper, this rule applies. Same rule applies. It's just not for AF. Okay. Now coming to the next thing, format of the report. How does a report look like? This is the format of the report. Your report looks like this. Starting with to whom are you writing the report? From, who are you? In the question, in the scenario. Subject, what is the name of the report? Your subject should be very, you should be very, what do I say? You have to pick the subject in such a way that your report becomes more attractive, that someone becomes very interested to read that report. It should, your report, when they read the subject, they should understand the importance of that report. So how you select that subject is up to you. You can write anything. It is not fixed that only this could be your subject. Basically, you are just giving a name of the report. Okay. Then come your introduction. You leave some space and you're going to introduction. Introduction has to be there. What does introduction basically do? You are just saying the main reasons why you are writing that report. Then coming to the main body. Your main body is your main things which you are going to include, right? And you're going to write it in a paragraph, structured paragraphs. Then coming to your conclusion, where you are writing a recommendation or advice or conclusion based on what you have found in the main body. Okay. And also, if someone asks what you have to do in future, some further action, that also you can write in your conclusion part. Now there are some very important keywords that you have to know about introduction, about main body, about conclusion. Okay. Introduction and conclusion should not be too long. It should not be too lengthy. Your main body has to be the one where vast information is put. Introduction and conclusion is basically, I have given an estimate also, 2 to 5 lines only, not more than that. Your introduction and conclusion can be 1 line also. It's absolutely fine. It could be 2 lines, it could be max 5 lines. So 2 to 5. Okay, coming to the next, sentences for introduction is picked. How do you get the introduction? It is picked from the requirement. I will show you that. Okay, I have done that for you. How for AFM you are going to write the introduction. Coming to the main body, each point should be in different paragraph. Let's say you're having 5 points to discuss. Let's say you are talking about advantages and disadvantages of mergers and acquisitions, and you have 5 points, 5 advantages to talk about. You are not going to write all the 5 points in one paragraph only. You are going to divide it into different 5 paragraphs. So each point in each paragraph. Coming to the next, each paragraph should not extend more than 5 to 6 lines. Okay. Conclusion should be no new piece of information. Your conclusion is nothing new. It is based on what the workings you have done. Now coming to the next one, demonstration of report writing. How are you going to demonstrate this report writing in AFM? Okay. Let's say this is your question. Okay. In exam. Advise whether company X should go ahead with the proposed investment or not. Okay. Now how you are going to write a report on this? I have done that for you. So you can say this. To whom are you writing? Usually this is the board of directors of that company, company X. Usually you are advising to whom? The board of directors, whether they should go ahead with the investment or not. So to, mostly it is board of directors only. It will be given to you in the exam, in the question, to whom you are writing the report, to whom you should write the report, right? Mainly, mostly it is the board of directors of that company only. Okay. Coming to from whom, from you. Who are you? It depends. Again, they will tell you whether you are a financial advisor, you could be a financial advisor or consultant. Mostly where your role is not given in the question, you can write either financial advisor or financial consultant. Okay, because this advices and all are asked from financial advisor or consultant only. So you can write either from financial advisor or consultant. Coming to subject. What is the subject? I picked from this requirement itself. Proposed investment. That is my subject. Your subject should not be in sentences. It should not be too long. It should be very brief, but the keywords has to be there in the subject. Like in this one, proposed investment. So I know by reading the subject that this is about that proposed investment. Coming to introduction. After that, introduction. How am I going to write the introduction? Just see. This report will evaluate and then advise whether company X should go ahead with the proposed investment or not. Only this much. Only this is your introduction. That's it. But remember, there are other ways. If you see your paper, the answer paper, there are many ways of writing introduction. This is just one way. Okay, this report will. You can even write the purpose of the report is to show whether company X should go ahead with the proposed investment or not. The purpose of the report is to show whether it will be beneficial for company X to invest or not. So there are many ways of writing introduction. It is up to you. But this is the way you have to write introduction. I'm not writing anything new. Just from the, if you see the red color line, the first line in red, whether company X should go ahead with the proposed investment or not, and see my introduction. Advise whether company X should go ahead with the proposed investment or not. Exactly, I'm taking from the requirement itself. So that is my introduction. Coming to the main body. Main body, of course, net present value, because whenever this decision is there, whether to invest in a project or not, basically what are they asking is net present value only. So that will be in a different subheading. Okay. Under net present value, you are doing all your calculations or writing whatever you are doing. Okay, this is first point. This is second point maybe. In different paragraphs, I'm just showing that there are 2 paragraphs in net present value. Coming to adjusted present value, maybe you have adjusted present value also to do in that question. So this is your second subheading. In that you have first paragraph, second paragraph. You can have number of paragraphs. Okay, it's not fixed that you only have to write 2 paragraphs per point or 3. No. Then coming to conclusion or recommendation. How are you going to write your conclusion? Company X should or should not. Okay, because we don't know. This is just an imaginary question, just to demonstrate how to write report. Okay, but I will actually show you how to write a report from the question paper itself, because my next thing I will be from tomorrow, I'll be doing 50 marks question. There we have to write report. So don't forget to see those videos also to see how a report is written. Actual report is written there. Okay, this is just a layout. So company X should or should not go ahead with the proposed investment based on net present value and adjusted present value calculations above. Okay, your recommendation could be anything. Some will say that they should go ahead with the investment. Some will say they should not go ahead. It's okay. It's your recommendation based on your workings. It is different from person to person. But your conclusion is not enough by this much. You have to also write more sentence. Since I don't have space there, I don't have line over there, so I couldn't include it. because if it comes on the next page, then you will get confused. I wanted to put that report in one page to show you, but this, I'm telling you this lines, write it down. You can include in your conclusion part, right? You can write that net present value and adjusted present value, okay, are based on some assumptions. So if one variable changes, let's say cost of capital changes, your net present value will change. Okay, sorry, cost of equity in this case, because we have APV also. So net cost of equity changes, net present value will change. Okay, so all those things we can write. And also then you can say at the end, it is better to do sensitivity analysis so that outcome of the so the changes in the various variables can show the impact on the net present value and adjusted present value, and thus our decision whether to invest or not based on that changes in other variables. So mention about that sensitivity analysis in the conclusion. Okay, so that's it. This is it. This is just it. There is nothing complex, nothing new. Report writing is this only, that's it. So I'm hoping to see all of you in my next video, question 48, 50-mark question. There also we are going to deal with report writing. And best of luck, and do share this video with among your friends on your social media. Okay, and thank you and take care.